Well, hello. Are we doing our little beautiful, wacky intro thing, or no music or anything?
Oh,
Remy's here to bring the music.
let's do the happy hour music.
That's what I thought. It was like I thought we were at least going to be like, oh. So we're not outside of Rupp Arena right now because our videographer is in Marietta, Georgia. That makes it pretty inconvenient to do outdoor.
We're also not inside Rupp Arena.
No, we're not.
We are at the Hyatt Conference Center, in case anybody is curious about it. But we're here on a pre-Christmas edition of the Rapid Reaction, breaking down a 99-85 victory for Kentucky over the Bellarmine Knights. It was a basketball game that was played.
Mm-hmm.
Not the prettiest thing in the world I've ever seen, but a win is a win, and we get to celebrate a little bit of a winning streak going into the holiday season and the start of SEC play. Jack Pilgrim here, way too close for comfort, alongside Jacob Belichick and his 48 on 3 hat, like the Step Brothers title intros. We're about to start singing Prestige Worldwide, and then we have Tyler Thompson and Nick Roush joining us as well. So, what's the gang? How are we feeling? What are the vibes here? Wrapping up. Okay.
I mean, yeah, I don't think the game was very pretty, but thank goodness that Cam Williams hit 8 threes, because I think that's kind of like that's all that matters, right? We can just that can be the takeaway. That's it. We don't have to think about how Kentucky let Bellarmine score 85 points or the fact that Kentucky got, I think Bellarmine had 4 more points in the paint than Kentucky, and Kentucky only out-rebounded the Knights by 3. But it doesn't matter because Kentucky won. Cam Williams hit 8 3-pointers, and we're moving on to SEC play.
I would like to give Cam a shout out for hitting that 8th one too, because outside of Stephen Peak, no, I don't think anybody would have the recall that Cam Williams hit 7 threes against Bellarmine. But since he hit 8 feels a little bit more. It adds some more mystique, right? Like, oh yeah, that game against Bellarmine, like we were half asleep. I might have dozed off for a midwinter's nap in the second half. And then all of a sudden, Cam Williams has 8 threes. So thank you, Cam Williams, for giving us something to remember this game about, because, like, let's be real. You got to get through this, right? Like it's a healthy scratch for Jalen Lowe. It's Jaden Quain's second game back. Like you need to just get through this before you get a 10-day holiday break. So just get through this, got the win. I think people who showed up had a good time at Rupp Arena. They got to see the Cats score a lot of points. So shout out to you, Cam Williams. You did it.
The zone buster. Bellarmine tried hitting us with all their zony tricks, and Cam was the perfect match there. Jacob, this is kind of weird, just having like an intimate conversation with you sitting way too close for me. But the defense problematic today after being kind of the calling card over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty, and I think part of that is the fact that you don't have Jalen Lowe, and you had Jaden Quaintance, but he only played he didn't play very much, less than 10 minutes. He had 8 minutes in the game, so not having him playing the full game definitely hurt. The defense was not pretty. I think I predicted before the game Bellarmine to score something like 52 points. They scored a lot more than that. They finished with 85. And one guy I want to give a shout out to that you're going to talk about the guys that scored. You got Karasinski scoring 24, Waddell scoring 16, but we got to show some love to Jacob Wassler. He played 1 minute, but his name's Jacob, so I'm a fan.
The Jack kid is actually good, not the Jacob, just for if we're doing the name.
So we say Jack Karasinski had a -7 ±. Jacob Wassler had a +1. So who's contributing to winning?
Nick John Krasinski was great in the office, though.
Oh, outstanding. He was spectacular. I was a big fan of his work. You wouldn't know that he had a Boston accent by the way he talks in that show. When the other team makes shots and long shots, I mean, it's like kind of what do you do? You know, at a certain point, it's like they were making shots. Now, granted, I think the biggest part of it all was just that Kentucky gave them, I want to say, 19 points off turnovers, and 8 of those were in the first half. When you're giving the other team 20 points, like that's your blowout. That's the difference between a 99-65, almost cover game to your, squeaking one out there at the end. Bellarmine is the best worst team to play, right? Like it's not fun to watch here because, like, especially when they're shooting well. The last couple of years hasn't been the case, but they shot well tonight. But like, this is a team that doesn't do you any good for the next 2.5 months. But you know what? You might see one of them in the first round of the NCAA tournament. So it's actually good to have like one game against them. But like going up, you're not facing any more 2-3, 1-3-1s. I mean, it's a very niche joke, but it felt like I was at a CSAA middle school basketball game with all the different zones they were throwing out there. And you know what? Like Kentucky hit the shots. I mean, Bellarmine was like, all right, we dare you to make shots. I think that was a direct quote from Dougie Fresh Davenport. And Kentucky's like, all right, we'll just shoot the shit out of the ball. And that's what they did. They shot the shit out of the ball. They made 60% of their shots until they got down to the very, very end of garbage time. So, like, I had fun watching them make shots, even though they didn't necessarily stop Bellarmine from making too many of those.
Yeah, and it wasn't. Yeah, I was just going to say it wasn't just Cam Williams. You know, Denzel Aberdeen had 4 threes. Jasper had 3. Kentucky made 16 threes, the most they have in a game all season. So that was really nice to see. That's what I wanted to see today. Just some offensive firepower, because I can get on board with Pope's whole smash mouth basketball thing, but it sure is a lot more fun when they're making threes. And we got to give a shout out again to Cam Williams. He is tied now for 3rd in program history in threes in a single game. So his 8 threes were the most since Quickly hit 3 or hit 8 in 2022. 2020? Do you remember what game that was? It was on the road.
I was trying to think of this, and I know he played well against Arkansas, but I don't think that was the 8-3 game.
Ooh.
Mississippi State?
Texas A&M.
I would have never guessed that.
Yeah. So Jody Meeks obviously leads the list. He has the record with 10 made threes in a game, obviously, versus Tennessee back in 2009. Tony Delks had 9 in a game. Jody Meeks also had 9 in another game. And there's a whole long list of guys who had 8, and that now includes Cam Williams. One I had completely forgotten about, Eric Bledsoe. Made 8 threes in a game. Kentucky's NCAA tournament game versus East Tennessee State.
He shot them all.
He really did. That's
Jacob, do you subscribe to the you got to save some for later theory? Because I do wholeheartedly.
I subscribe to KSR Plus, but I think you got to let it. It's your last non-conference game. You got nothing left to give. New slate, conference play, 0-0. So I think you throw it all at the wall for your last non-conference game.
Jack just like getting real close to the you know what? It's not as awkward as seeing Keegan Michael Key on my screen because at the Bean Bowl. Why? He's like one of like 500 people there. I don't know why he's there, but bowl season, you're silly. And that's, it's like a silly game against Bellarmine. You're just chucking up threes and watching them fall.
Oh, the Bean Bowl, that gift that keeps on giving. Tyler, we got to first give our shout out. Our Parlor Pizza player of the game has to be Cam Williams. There's no other person that it could be. Deserves all the credit in the world, just like Parlor Pizza deserves all the credit in the world. Just the most delicious pizza, the hot honey, it just melts in your mouth as good as it gets. So shout out to our friends at Parlor Pizza, and shout out to Cam Williams for being our Parlor Pizza player of the game. But if there was a Parlor Pizza co-player of the game, it's your boy Tyler, Mr. Mo Diabate, playing out of his mind, playing some grown man basketball, 20 points on 9 of 11 shooting with 5 rebounds, 3 blocks, 2 steals. That was a heck of a performance. Just building up some real momentum here, coming off that ankle injury. He's momentum. Like the guy, momentum. We're seeing with our boy Mo.
Yeah, it's great to see him. He's really playing assertive. He was kind of the only thing that was really working for Kentucky down low inside today. I mean, Quaintance obviously only played 8 minutes. But can we mention how he got a technical foul? Now he's got 3 technical fouls in the past 2 games.
Dude, every single time he scores, I think he's going to get another one. Like he does which I mean, I like it. I like being like, I'm going to step over you, but it's like, Mo, like it's early, brother. Like just chill out a little.
My man loves to talk. He was jawing. That's why he got a technical, is because he said something he shouldn't have to a Bellarmine player. So.
And Kentucky needs some of that. Obviously, there's a line, right? It's like, let's just be aware of the line, Mo. The thing that's most impressive about watching him is that I think early on he was really trying to do everything, and he figured out like, hey, just slow down, because that's what makes him so good. The best post players have the best feel, and there was one move where he just gave the quick shoulder and then went off the left-hand side. But then another time, I mean, he got two guys jumping in the air and he just took his time, gave a little head fake, got him up, and then it was an easy bucket. Like he has great patience, great tempo in the paint. He's the purest post player that Kentucky has. And I'm glad that he's kind of sticking to that rather than trying to like be a hero and shoot a bunch of threes, because that was brutal early in the year. He's figured out, okay, if I stick to what I know, I can get a lot of points, and then maybe we stretch it out some. I would just like for some of his JQ. He was so close to like it's there, but it's so close. The rust is just hanging on by a thread.
He was given 1 of 2 field goal shooting today. He missed 3 dunks.
Dunk the ball, man. Just dunk the ball.
His official box score has 1 for 2 field goal. I watched him with my own 2 eyes miss 3 dunks. Am I right?
He got fouled on 1, so I don't think that counts as a field goal attempt.
It was definitely more than 1 missed field goal.
He missed 3 dunks. I was like, how does this man miss 3 dunks? He's a freak of nature athlete. But I digress. It's okay. I wanted him to play, but I also understood why you got to get the conditioning and do all that stuff. So I'm glad that he got through safe and healthy and all that, and we can move forward and get to SEC play. Very, very excited about that. I don't care who answers this, but Otega Owe was 2 rebounds away from making history to become. Guess I'm going to go Nick on this one. How many triple doubles have we seen in the history of Kentucky basketball, Nick Roush?
I want to say we're up to 4 now, because for the longest time it was just Chris Mills, and then De'Aaron Fox and Briscoe, of all people.
Season.
Yeah, same season. And was it Toppin at Arkansas?
No.
Who?
It was a Pope player last year.
Amari Williams?
Amari in the loss at Mississippi State. There we go.
At Ole Miss when we lost by 792.
Amari just got a triple-double.
He wasted a triple-double on a blowout loss. But Otega Owe, a very quiet 10 points, 10 assists, 8 rebounds, 2 steals. Really, really impressive. Just, didn't quiet 2 of 7 shooting on the day. But Otega just kind of slowly but surely coming off as SEC Player of the Week nod and putting together a pretty impressive all-around performance.
That bounce pass he had Tyler off an offensive rebound, I think it was to Mo. I was like, we didn't see that from that team a month ago, right? Like, that's Otega just jacking up a shot. Like, no, he was calm, composed, got it to the guy, easy layup, great bounce pass. He made it a difficult play look very easy. The simple plays go a long way, and Otega got it done today.
Yeah, it was great to see that. And also got to give a shout out to Jasper, who he had 7 assists. This fun stat from Corey Price: Otega and Jasper are the first pair of Kentucky teammates to have at least 7 assists in the same game since Trey Mitchell. Yeah, back in 2023 Miami. Okay.
Trey and Rob. Yeah.
Trey and Rob. Yeah. Rob Dillingham and Trey Mitchell. So that's unique. I mean, I think obviously Jalen Lowe didn't play. It sounds like a precautionary thing. Pope just wanted to hold him out, which I think everybody is on board with. That makes sense. Why risk it against Bellarmine when you have SEC play right around the corner? But Jasper, I thought, played pretty well. He got some extended run at point guard. I can see Jack smiling. It makes him so happy. So
I don't know, Jacob. You don't have a sleepover?
Hey, why not?
We haven't talked about it, but I guess we can.
Can I have Christmas at your house?
Party.
Does anybody change up swag more than Jasper?
His hair is always changing.
It's his hair, and then the high socks. Like I feel like you got to be either fully committed to high socks or fully out. Same with undershirts. Like if you're going to be a t-shirt guy, you can't go back and forth. And that I mean, he played well today. Does that mean he's going to keep the high socks?
I'd do it. Whatever. I thought he played really, really well. He was pressing early, but I think there's an issue with him where it's just that his playing time is so inconsistent and his role is so inconsistent that you knew that he was going to have to kind of press and do too much to start with. But I really love the way he settled in and found himself as a playmaker, and then hit some big shots. That one before halftime was awesome. That was it's going to go on his career highlight tape. So
that.
you got to have a backup insurance policy for Jalen Lowe just in case something happens. And Jacob, I know that's kind of one of the top talking points for BBN right now. Do you add somebody from the outside as a Jalen Lowe insurance policy? Pope pushed back on that yesterday for his call-in show. But at minimum, you had to get Jasper in position to be that guy potentially just in case something does happen. And I personally enjoyed what I saw today in that role.
Yeah, and I mean, I reached out to a few people as that speculation was building yesterday about adding a midseason point guard, and the feedback I got was just there's just not a huge market for it right now. It's there's not a lot of guys that you can add at the midseason mark, and there's not really a point in forcing something. And I mean, Pope is always talking about assist to turnover ratio, and Jasper was a 7-1 today, so that's pretty dang good.
It was kind of weird, actually. Pope came up behind me and was talking to Jasper in front of me, and he was like whispering in my ear, 7-1, 7-1. He's like,
that's odd.
The ghost of Christmas present is whispering 7-1 in my ear. It was weird, but I did enjoy the assisted turnover ratio. I just don't think that you're going to be able to find anybody at this stage that hasn't been claimed for already that can get over here in a timely manner that is going to outperform what Jasper Johnson can't do for you as is. So I would hold off.
And I just, to your point, Jasper does feel like somebody who, if you're going to play him, you got to give him 25 minutes almost, which I don't know if that's doable. But it does feel like he needs to kind of get into the rhythm of the game and then settle in. You can't just kind of do the herky-jerky sub thing with him.
A bird in the hand's worth two in the bush. So,
wait, have you seen any birds in bushes lately? I thought they flew south for winter. You go look for some?
They're not in here. There might be some in the office, in the KS office.
Can I just say, too, my favorite part about that discourse? Weren't we just talking about how Kentucky had too many players? And I was like, well, we need another one. It's like, yeah, because you're going to find there's just a point guard that's out there. You know what? I love all of our online friends. Sometimes, we just get a little crazy, get a little cabin fever. We just, it happens. It happens.
Well, the game is what it is. But is there anything to any of the panel that we learned from this to say, like, hey, here we go. This makes me feel much better going into Tuscaloosa after the 10-day break that we're about to go on?
I mean, Cam Williams hitting 8 threes is really great. I think before this game, he had only hit 5 in Rupp Arena total this season. So really happy to see him build on the momentum of the past 2 games. He's kind of quietly built himself up over the last 3. So that's great. But otherwise, I feel like even Pope said you can't take much from this one because this team is just different with Jalen Lowe on the floor. And it sounds like Jalen Lowe is going to be on the floor until he can be on the floor no more. So, yeah.
To your point, though, Tyler, like it's just good to – it's good to see, like, we know what they can be, but it's good to see it, right? Like, you thought Cam Williams had the potential to have a game like this and really go off, and he did. He did it. The other part, too, is, like, Otega-Owe quietly almost having a triple-double. Like, let's be real. That guy kind of stunk in the first month of the season. So, like, okay, SEC play is starting. He looks like SEC player, preseason player of the year, Otega-Owe. And then the other part, too, Denzel Aberdeen is he can frustrate me at times. So, like, to have games where he's knocking down shots, like, okay, just remember this, Nick. He can make shots. There's sometimes when he's a little off, but, like, okay, this is a good reminder. Hell, he's hit 4 threes in 3 different games this year. You don't think about that very often, I'm sure. So it's like, okay, yeah, he has that in him. Now, I will say, I think the weirdest part about this season so far is that this team, they made 17 threes. They shot like 50 whatever percent. Basketball bennies. You all explain this for me. Why can Kentucky shoot against the bad teams, but they can't do diddly squat? Like they can't shoot at all against the good teams. It is jarring the night and day difference between at home against bad teams versus against the good teams.
And that's what's so frustrating because you talk to Pope and you're like, we're a good shooting team. Shut up. We're being so negative about this team. You talk to the players. They're like, no, we're a good shooting team. We know that we are. And we're like, where? How? We haven't seen it with our own 2 eyes. Where does that come from? How do you show me that you're a good shooting team? I will believe in you as a good shooting team. And then they pop off 16 of 30 and you go, well, all right, maybe they are a good shooting team. But then we're going to see them down in Tuscaloosa, and they're going to go 3 for 12. And you're like, I don't know. I don't know how much you lean into the smash mouth basketball and just say screw shooting from there. There was a dude on the call-in radio the KSR pregame show that said, I don't want to see us shoot more than 10 threes today. I want us to stay under that line. You're like, well, that sounds a little egregious. But you're like, but if we're going to be smash mouth, play 2 or 3 bigs at a time, then all right, maybe that is our identity. And then you go for 16 for 30, and we look stupid again. So I don't know. I haven't figured this team out yet, and I'm hoping that this little 10-day break allows us to, regroup, reset, and then we get more of the same down in Tuscaloosa. But I will be very frustrated if we go back down there and it's another 2 for 8 3-point effort.
Positive vibes only.
Yeah.
It's Christmas.
That's a year from now, okay, guys? That's a whole year away. And yes, I had to make that joke today, okay? If you aren't making that joke, see you next year. Like, come on. What are we doing here? You got to make that joke.
Let Nick Roush eat. Let us get home. Let's wrap this thing up and get the heck out of here.
Oh, God.
What was that?
Do that again.
Nobody noticed earlier. I don't think the chat's noticed either.
I
take my strong hand. Ah!
Oh, we're kidding.
Buzz is just fine. All right.
Yeah, we might have dipped into the eggnog early over here. It's great. It's doing the blog while also having the Christmas vacation, and there's kids everywhere. It's a good old time. So, oh no, I got some bad news, those guys.
Oh no.
And gal, Louisville's winning the Bean Bowl 21-3.
It's right above us.
They're eating. They ate all the beans at halftime, and it's almost like Popeye eating the spinach.
Well, it's one last ride for Brom. Have you learned anything this Christmas holiday season? Is Brom out?
I have not heard. I do think it's very funny that Louisville fans their panic is they've never seen like a leverage situation before. I mean, it's probably what he's doing. But you know what? If he wants to go to Ann Arbor, I would fully support him. I would miss my cousin. And here's the other thing, too. They'd probably promote his brother to head coach. So, like,
The Broms and Louisville just never separating. It's going to be great. Bring it on.
That's the good stuff. Also, the good stuff. Our friends with Friends of Cole. We very much appreciate them. friendsofcole.org. What do our Friends of Cole do for us, Nick?
You know what they do? They're going to put coal in your stocking if you are naughty at Christmas. All right. So get your act together. Just go to friendsofcoalkentucky.org. It's reliant, it's resilient, and it's affordable. Okay. So get your coal. Don't get your coal, but get your coal. You know what I mean.
We are loopy.
Nick, we're gonna have a conversation with HR with these basketball rapid reactions that you're on, buddy.
They let Roush on the basketball rapid reaction, and all hell breaks loose.
Oh, all right. Well, it is what it is. A 99-85 victory for Kentucky over Bellarmine. The winning streak continues, and let's enjoy this Christmas season, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's be joyous. Let's have a jolly, merry Christmas, and to all a good night. For Jack Pilgrim, for Jacob Polachek, for Nick Roush.
Have fun at the sleepover.
You're not coming?
Nah, sorry.
Oh, come on.
Take a rain check.
Dang it! All right. Well, we'll see you. We'll see you next year, guys. Go Cats. Do I?
Nick on here.
I don't think anybody's on here. Hold on.